the stuff that we do.
Hold on. Lil Wayne do an album and two and three
That
mixtapes.
he did that because he had so many.
Mixtapes had like 27, 28
But the reason
songs
why
on
he
them.
did the mixtape some of that because he was on the Cash Money and Birdman had the different things, so he had to drop so much
They're
music
not
to.
doing mixtapes today. Niggas still can't catch it here.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Hmm. You
It's live.
he's in the
Yeah,
video
he's in
too.
it. That's how I put that bitch
All right,
out.
yeah.
But it's live on YouTube.
All right,
Yeah.
fuck with YouTube, man. Shout out to Shabada Bang, man, and Mad and God, man. We on YouTube with it. Shoot, we on another episode of High Standards. It's your boy Afro Chapman,
JK the interviewer.
and we got a special guest in the building.
What's going on? It's your boy Deborah D. How we doing, y'all?
Okay, so look, all right, Dabber D. Just 'cause I know somebody might we ain't gonna speed over that. Dabber D, how did you come up with the name Dabber D?
I came up with the name Deborah D one day. I was starting doing the shows. Didn't really want to use my
What
full
shows?
name, The weed events. I started
Okay.
doing cannabis events in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
2021.
Okay.
I started smoking wax more because the weed going around Orlando just wasn't it.
Okay.
It's inconsistent.
Mhm. But you can
Facts.
rely count on the wax, right?
The dabs.
The dab.
Like I know for sure, just like a shot of liquor, just one dab will
Mhm.
get me there.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta wonder if it's gas or not.
On the when you were smoking the like the gas more, what was your favorite strain?
My favorite strain, honestly, I like the gelatos.
Okay.
You see me with the gelato backpacks a lot.
Mhm.
I love gelato. So that'd probably be one of my favorites. Lemon
Mhm.
cherry gelato. I like the hybrids.
Mhm.
Outside of that, next would have to be Pink Runts.
Okay.
It's a classic.
What the name of the shits I love? Okay.
Mhm.
Runts and gelato. I think that's a good cross too. Runts and gelato.
Yeah.
I don't know what strain that is off the top of my head. I forget.
If you had to make a strain, what would the name be?
Ooh, good question.
And what two strains would you mix with them two you names?
Um, I would probably cross like White Widow. I think that's a good OG strain.
Best top shelf, you know.
Yeah, you already know. And I'd probably put it with probably lemon cherry gelato. Like I said, White Widow, lemon cherry gelato, maybe. Um, or maybe like Hindu Kush, something like that. That one's the classic.
Okay, the real smoker.
I like to think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to grow too, actually.
Mm.
I just stopped growing at the beginning of this year.
Mhm.
I had about 50 plants.
Don't incriminate yourself now. Allegations.
Had.
Allegations.
You can't find anything now.
Yeah.
But, you are right. We are live on YouTube, but,
Mhm.
anything I've done,
The pad.
exactly.
Yeah.
And now, been focusing on real estate.
Yeah.
Making.
My dog
That's huge.
moving $1 million properties and
Yeah.
whatnot. Yeah.
What's the biggest property you have right now on the market? The most expensive.
Probably the most expensive currently listed on the market is Good Homes Road. I just took down one in Windermere. That one was a house from the 50s that they just kept renovating. Those houses that just get added onto, and at a certain point,
Yeah,
they probably should have knocked it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead just making this weird maze house because it's like you walk out from in from the garage and your staircase right there as soon as you walk in to go upstairs. So it's like
Yeah,
it's
step
kind of
on.
weird,
Yeah.
kind of where your laundry room would be.
Okay.
You got
Yeah.
a staircase there. But so that one was 1.45 million. I got one coming to market over in my area in Claremont, Mineola area. That one's I should have it up by the beginning of the year. That one's 1.9 million. That one's 7,000 square feet on an acre
That's
on
huge.
the lake in Lake Mineola.
Yeah. What made you get into the real estate game like this?
So real estate for me started. I actually went to real estate school straight out of high school because it's like the family business.
Okay.
But I
Family
didn't
in
actually.
it.
Yeah, my grandma's got her broker's license. My mom's got her broker's license. They each have their own company.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I didn't want to go to college out of high school. You know, I don't see the point of it in today's world. Where, you know, you got YouTube and you know so many online universities. I feel like the brick and mortar universities, especially just having a degree, unless you like, you know, a lawyer, a doctor, you know, a surgeon, like somebody who really
Need like
specializes.
that,
you
Just
know,
going to college, like, and I was talking to my mechanic today, and he's from the Philippines.
Okay.
Like, he came here 2016, grown ass man, and we were just talking. Like, the job was already done. He already did a little 1 2 1 2, but no, it's this one. But we both agreed, like, they don't teach like the concept of going to colleges. Oh, you got to go to college. Some folks got degrees that they don't use, and they got all this debt. That's just like, damn. They said I was gonna get a job.
Yeah,
as soon as I get, what the fuck? No, bro. You chasing the bag like that way, and you just think, okay, I'm gonna just get a degree, a master's in this whatever field, and boom, I'm gonna be a CEO. Fuck no, you gonna start at entry level.
Exactly.
Like,
you
with
have
your master.
zero job experience whatsoever.
Like, bro, like, no, like, a lot of the time, like you said, unless you become a doctor, whatever, because then you doing clinicals.
Yeah.
So you in school working with these patients. Sometimes it might be paid, sometimes not.
Right.
And
as
you're
learning.
you're learning the
like
craft, and you're also getting like the credentials and whatnot. That I understand. Like, do that shit. Like, I don't want no doctor that just learned something on YouTube.
Right, just walk out the street, you got to operate on
Exactly.
me.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
yo,
like,
y'all
so
gotta have somebody
like, I
else
feel
back
like they
there.
should put
But
like,
you
ain't no real structure to like get in your future. Like, everybody can't be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
because
true.
some motherfuckers, like, they say, oh yeah, I'm a boss. Like, bro, like,
You a
ain't
boss
make, you ain't make no profit.
ears,
You,
bro.
like, you've been in the red since you got this LLC, bro. Shut that shit up, bro.
Facts.
All that inventory is in your back room, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you're not tricking me. Oh, you got a website, okay. What that supposed to be?
Yeah.
Oh, you wear a Louis, cool. Like, but where you live at?
Yeah.
You own the property. No,
Yeah.
you don't. So I'm good. Let me handle it how I get it. So, you know.
So like, so kind of like a question. I'm gonna have a question like kind of like for both of you guys, right? So for like somebody who's watching the show, we'll start with you. So let's say somebody's watching the show and they're like, yeah, I don't want to go to college either. I want to get in real estate. You know what I'm saying? How can I start? Is there certain like, is there a school you recommend? Is there a book you recommend to read? Or how would somebody start?
That's a good question. So for like real estate, it really depends. What do you want to do? You know, a lot of people that ask me that question, like, DSC, you do really well in real estate. How could I get into it? You don't have to have a license to do real estate at all. You know, and you're starting to see this more with, you know, IG Reels and like TikTok. You know, you see more access of information. You know, wholesaling real estate is definitely one way that you can, you know, be in between a transaction without a license. Because technically, to be in between a transaction, you have to have a real estate license like what I have. But you're also bound by more, you know, like you're ethically bound in every transaction, you know. At any point, anytime I say something, you know, 24 hours a day, if somebody takes it the wrong way or thinks I'm being discriminatory against a certain, like, whether I'm joking or not, regardless, you know, people joke or whatever, they could report me to the licensing board for being discriminatory or something like that, you know, any time of day, wherever I'm at, you know, if I say something on here that somebody takes the wrong way and they want to go after my real estate license, it's a real possibility, you know, so you're just like, you have a lot more, I guess, requirements and like just things you have to keep in mind. But you know, you could get into real estate. All it takes is $7,000 to $10,000 to invest in your first property. A lot of people think that you need 20% to put down on a house. An FHA loan, because the government wants you to be able to purchase a house. That's quote unquote the American dream for most average American middle class families. Owning a home is the ultimate goal, and the government's actually made these government backed loans to where you only need to put up 3.5% to get into owning a home. That whether you want to own it for yourself or rent it out, a lot of people can't do that. So there's a couple different ways to go about it. You don't have to get a license. That's definitely the most direct. But then you're in that position of, yeah, you got this license. Yeah, you just went to school for so long. But I'm gonna be real. You go to real estate school, they are not teaching you how to sell real estate. You are just strictly learning laws, licenses, procedures, things like that. So after you just spent all this time and money getting the license, you ain't been making money the whole time unless you've been working a job. And then you gotta go market yourself to anybody and everybody. And think about how many people just you yourself, how many friends, family that are in real estate. So you competing against all of that. You competing against how many ads you see on TV. Each day for people that buy your house cash, these people spending big money on TV advertisements. You see billboards with that. So if you aren't good at networking and marketing yourself, it's a tough grind. And I ain't really start getting anywhere with it until I hit the 2-year mark. And my family's in it. You know what I mean? So I know for a lot of people, like it takes them at least 3 to 5 years to even get it steady, because money's not coming in every month, or every week. You're not getting a paycheck every week. I could work 40 hours a week this week and walk out with $0 at the end of it. But at the same time, when I do get money, it makes something.
When it hit.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And it's just how you manage your money. You know what I mean? You could make it last, or you could blow it. Or you could invest in yourself and make it go further. And that's what I try and do. I try and put it back into myself.
That's real. Okay, so since you know real estate, let's say in the area in Orlando, right?
Okay.
You could build your dream home in any area right now in Orlando. Where would you want to build your dream home at?
Just Orlando?
Yeah, just Orlando. Well, Orlando, like the surrounding area. You know how like you in Claremont,
right.
we consider that Orlando.
Okay.
Like
sometimes I wonder about that.
Yeah.
Like being from Claremont area, I'm like,
even though that's Lake County and it's not
yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying, but like somewhat, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, honestly, I was a kid, because I did grow up in Claremont. Orlando seemed like the big city, so I would enjoy coming to Orlando. Once I finally got a car, I started coming to Orlando, and then I eventually got my own apartment in Altamont Springs, 10 minutes from downtown. I had that when I was like 18, 19. And it wasn't until that point when I realized I fucking hate Orlando. Like I would, and like the thing is, I lived in Altamont Springs. I was outside of downtown. You know what I mean? And just like having people around, because I grew up on acreage. I grew up on like 5 acres. Like so. Say for example, it'd be like 11, 12 o'clock at night, and I'm like hearing people like move around or like early in the morning and shit. And like I know people got lives and jobs and shit, but it's like I ain't trying to hear all that shit. Like, what the fuck is that? And it's like even having neighbors that I can see is too fucking close. So I really came to value living in Lake County and being able to. That was the biggest thing. When I take girls out to my house, and I live in Groveland, technically outside of Claremont. That's like real farm and country. When you look up and you can see the stars, and like I'm an Eagle Scout actually. A lot of people don't know me about that. I actually went through the full Boy Scout program. And I finished that, so I can look up and I can name constellations and shit. I can be like, oh look, that's Orion's Belt and shit. Like, yo,
that part.
I had girls tell me like, yo, I ain't never had my pussy be so wet by a nigga just looking up at the fucking sky and telling me shit that's in the sky. Like, that shit's crazy. I was like, hey, is this something I know?
So
bro?
the Boy Scouts really help you out.
I'm gonna be real. It's in subtle ways, you know, like I'll push through certain situations, or I'll go about certain situations, or just like in general, just go about leading a certain situation differently than most people that, cause like, yeah, Boy Scouts was childish and shit, and I thought the shit was dumb as shit when I was doing it. Nobody made me do it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I went through it and shit. And it's just like the way I'm gonna go about the situation, because think about it, I'm leading around at like 16, 17-year-old. I pack up 11, 12-year-old boys, 13-year-olds. I'm over here trying to figure out how do I get these guys to set up the whole damn campsite. And it's like 6 o'clock, dark already and shit. Like, and I gotta teach this damn 12-year-old who's crying, hasn't ate shit since he got out of school, acting like a total brat. His parents have never parented these kids, and half these, can't even say this.
Yeah.
But like, they're just untrained, spoiled children. So it's like, once you've been able to, you know, successfully lead these boys, you know, and mind you, I've went out state with these kids on like summer camp and shit. So I was like, once you've been able to successfully do that, you can do anything.
Yeah.
You know? I feel like I could parent a kid. I feel like I could, you know, manage a business without, you know, it's real easy for me to, you know, think of a business, write up a business plan, you know, because, you know,
you was an Eagle Scout.
I had to do that Eagle Scout project where I'm writing a whole business plan. You know, I had to do a project where I wound up doing it for my church. It was a prayer garden. I went through and cleaned up the whole thing, renovated the whole thing, and it's like I had to raise the money for that. I had to come up with a plan. I had to make that happen using them same boys.
That's wrong. You did that for your church?
Yeah, I did that for my church.
Yeah, that's dope.
And actually, I kind of want to go back and like redo it because, you know, I did that back when I was 17. That's 5 years ago.
Oh, so now
it looks like same condition before I started again. You know, because, you know, nobody ever really kept up with it, and I always said I was going to.
So for somebody who don't know, what is you said a prayer garden? What you said?
Yeah, it's a prayer garden.
So what is a prayer garden for some people who don't know what a prayer garden is?
You know, it's actually a simple concept. You know, we just went through, we landscape, we added, you know, an archway, a cross, you know, a walkway, some benches, you know, somewhere people could sit, meditate, enjoy nature, things like that.
What's your nationality?
I'm Guyanese, so
okay.
all four of my parents, well, grandparents were born in Guyana.
Okay.
And that's in South America. It's actually one of I think I think it's the only non-Hispanic speaking country technically, because I think Bolivia technically is all Hispanic. But, you know, you got Brazil, Peru, Argentina, all Hispanic, and you got us there at the top next to Venezuela. We got Venezuela on fire over there.
You ever been to Venezuela?
No, I've never been to South America. My family thinks I'm too weird. They won't let me go to New York. Well, it's not that they won't let me. They're just like, we're not going with you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you ever been out with me when I'm lit. You know,
yeah.
Like, I like to explore.
You going to Aberdeen?
Yeah, you know, it is like, if you're not ready for all that pressure. It's like sometimes
you don't really like.
I can get myself out of it, but it's like other people they don't want none of that smoke. It's like I get it.
Yeah,
I'm the worst to go through even the McDonald's drive-through with. Like my friends, they'll lock the fucking window. They're like, "D, you are not talking to the drive-through people. They gonna spit in our fucking."
So do you think that like you not okay? So everybody's not like a people person. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, you are a people person in a way. If you like say you with the Boy Scout vibe. So do you think like this being an adult, why you probably can handle like kids, or you mean you have more patience with kids, but what probably being an adult, certain things irritate you or something like.
Yeah, so I will say like being in real estate, it makes my mind just not want to think about irrelevant things, because I spend all day long, $1 million property.
Yeah, thinking money and numbers.
If I'm helping you get a house, I'm thinking about your whole life, your situation. I'm not really thinking about, these things are cool, but like video games or like just mindless things. So it's like I find myself more now just not wanting, even when it comes to talking to girls my age, is like if it's not a conversation about money, it's not a conversation to be had. You know what I mean?
That part, real shit. Mad dope.
To me, it's just like why?
Man, so if a lady ain't bringing that bag,
bro, if you do not bring anything to the table, don't even bother opening your mouth. Like, I swear to God.
So don't even help them out. Like,
I'm definitely gotta see your potential.
Okay, yeah.
Cause like I feel like unless most girls under 25 are not thinking about their future, they are thinking about their hair, nails, makeup.
They think about present.
Yeah, exactly. Me, I already got a 5-year expanded plan into the future as to like where my life is gonna be. Where I've got different investments going. Once I get here, where's the money from here gonna go? I already got all that. I know most other people don't have that, and especially most females, they just have a general idea of what they want or they think they're gonna do, and the majority of it is based on whatever nigga they wind up with. My husband's gonna provide me this. For what? What are you gonna do? Like, I have a lot of my friends that y'all have met here in the studio, that, like they're just waiting, like it's like, yo, how are you gonna start your business? Oh, my man's gonna, pay for me to go to school. Oh, he is. Like,
but is the guy like, okay?
They don't have no guy right now.
They the saying they like, yo.
No, but I'm thinking if the guy know what he's like getting himself into.
They don't know who the guy is. Any guy.
Like, but the thing is, like, there's some men who wants to be the, like, they fall into the persona, like, okay, I gotta be the one to provide this for my lady, like whatever lady they got. I'm the one that put her in her first foreign. Or I laced up with Louis or Chanel or whatever.
That's okay.
And they feel like, oh yeah, I gotta put that bag on my lady. I'm like, and you just want the girl to just do it. Some women just want to be like, okay, as long as he's just telling me to do it, I do it. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
So if they get lucky, like there's some women who get lucky with that. They meet a guy who's gonna provide their whole life. And
up all night just to get lucky.
You're right about that, and I feel like it's become 75% or more of young women, in part because of social media, who are under that mentality that they just gonna. And like my thing is, that's okay. I told you, like, it's alright to buy a girl phone, it's alright to buy a girl a Louis purse. But what are you bringing to the table? Because most girls are under that Nicki Minaj, Cardi B mentality. I don't want to cook. I don't want to clean. I want to do shit. What do you want to do? You want to have a cute face, pussy, and have everything in the world? Like, you ain't going to get that from me. Like, I got the money to provide it, but it's like, what, for pussy? Like, it's cheaper for me to buy pussy, honestly, at the end of the day. It is not worth the headache, the aggravation, or, I gotta feed
you. Really, like, you being like, you saying
I've done the numbers.
You saying
I've done the numbers.
I've done the numbers.
Like you saying you say the shit all, like most dudes they want to say, but if they say it, they can get the pussy. There's some men who's like, they give women that leeway to like, okay, as long as I have pussy, I'm winning. Like,
yeah,
because this guy, like, he has the money, but he doesn't have the pussy, and of course he doesn't want to pay for the pussy because everybody done ran through her. But if you just spend that money on me, I'm gonna give you my pussy. I'm like, dude, you gonna go for that? There's some dudes like, damn.
I don't understand how some dudes like don't see it like that. You know what I mean? Like you gonna spend more on her, you gonna be aggravated as fuck with having this bitch around 24/7, and you supporting her whole lifestyle because if she do work, she probably not making that much money because 9 times out of 10, they're not working a job that's actually a career. You know what I mean? So
that's
not
helping to
provide
provide
for
their
lifestyle.
lifestyle.
So now I gotta pay for your lashes, your nails, and everything. If I want you to look good, you know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna keep no trashy looking bitch around neither. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like you gotta look the part, but you know, not for nothing. In my mind, because I look at it as some women will come in there and, you know, really be your better half, you know? Well, I mean, you know, they're going to help you run the business. They're going to, and like, even if you're not making it right now, they're going to see the potential in like, hey, yo, like, give it
I'm gonna hold him down.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like,
because I see what
he's going to be running around in whatever car we want, you know what I mean? And like, I had girls like that, but at the same time, it's like,
why did you let him go?
I'm gonna be real, is me getting bored. I get bored. I know I get bored. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'll just start treating her like however, you know, I know another one will come along at the end of the day. And like, my friends will tell me, they're like, yo, D, you have some bad bitches. Like, bitches like, I'll be in her inbox after. I'm like, I know that's how it goes. I know the circle of life at the end of the day. I ain't even mad at it.
Me that is circle of life. Real Lion King shit.
At the end of the day,
you just ain't find that one female like,
and he young too.
I like the 23. I
Yeah.
I had that girl before. You know, she was cute. She had her own shit. You know what I mean? Like drove a nice ass car. Like
what's her nationality?
She was Mexican Brazilian. Yeah, hold on. I think she just started posting on Instagram again because
you still be watching it.
Not no more. One of my friends actually was, because she has me blocked. Because like,
yo, why she block you? Why she block you?
You know, she didn't block me for a while. You know, like we just didn't have each other on shit. And then like, she's from LA, and like I actually have like a decent, for somebody who's only been to the West Coast like once or twice. I got a decent amount pull on the West Coast. Like I know some like solid people doing some solid things on West Coast. You know, from the growers to the people making the packaging. I got pretty good involvement. So one night we were in a call, we were all talking, and she got brought up, and bro, they made a whole like meme about her with a phone number and everything. Posted that shit up, tagged her ass and everything.
Why did they do that?
Because of shit I said.
Oh!
Because like she did cheat on me, but it's like I like let it happen. You know what I mean? Like,
what you mean you let her cheat on you?
Like I
he said shit I said.
Bro, exactly what I said, bro.
So you was with her when y'all was all on the phone?
No,
they was in the car.
This was
and they fuck with bro like that, so they like, oh, she did that to you? All right, damn,
Alright,
we gonna let everybody know that this is what she is.
Yeah, basically.
No, but how did you let her cheat on you though?
How did I let her? All right, so I used to vend at the weed sessions. She tell me she's out somewhere else with her friends. I'd be at one event vending, and then mind you, all the other vendors knew me. She'd be at the other event that's going on at the same time, rubbing up on some other dude. That like I knew the dude too, and I was just like, honestly though, I don't need no bitch. You know what I mean? Here, let me see if I find. Cause like I know y'all gonna tell me like.
So basically, you knew what happened, and you knew what was going on, and you just didn't intervene. You just like
I'm just like I know where this is going. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I was nice about it, you know, because I knew her birthday was coming up, so I didn't say shit. I gave her like everything she wanted for her birthday, you know, like everything that she liked, you know, like exclusive purses, like spray ground and shit, like the limited edition shit, you know, like nice shit, you know. Just went and dropped off at her door, blocked dropped her number, you know, like
wow.
Hey, D,
You
shit.
gave it to here you go,
that was some
and
that
then
was
you
slick player shit right there.
Yeah.
Not giving no nothing.
That's some toxic shit right there.
That's what that's
yeah, I know I am toxic.
well, yeah.
All right, so she looks like this now. She didn't have like all the neck tats and everything, but she did have like face tats while we were together. Only now she
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, D. She looked like she looked probably more wilder out your league.
4 days.
So like yeah.
No, but that's his ex though.
No. I'm talking about her person. You can tell she's an attention seeker. Like I'm wild. I'm laid back chilling. Like I don't want to do all that. So I'm saying out the league on that. Like come on now. Like ain't nobody.
But it don't matter. That's his ex though.
No,
that's something that. Listen,
I'm not saying that he didn't pull her like and knocking it down. I'm saying the fact that
he popped up.
Of course, but I'm saying you can tell she's
doing that because she missed him.
I'm saying you can tell she's an attention seeker though.
And mind you,
he's
we
not
been together
attention
in a minute.
seeker.
She just started posting. You see 4 days, bro. She just started posting pictures like this week. Finally again. Before it was nothing on there.
She was hurt.
Yeah.
My dog hurt her.
You can tell.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell.
Have a D, give it a D no more. So now she had to go get the D from somewhere else.
Honestly,
he gave her that bag and then he cut off.
And honestly, that's what I
said. You a good guy. You a good guy.
So,
nah, but listen, having your own shit and being spoiled, like, come on, man.
That's true.
She had to use her own shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now she gotta like, damn.
Everything.
I gotta work again.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time too, certain people know when they mess up on different things. So like, okay.
But he did let her cheat though.
Well, he ain't let her. He didn't let the situation happen.
I let it happen because it's like, what am I gonna do?
Didn't cheat yet.
I ain't gonna look at. Yeah, that's true. It's like I seen it coming, and it's like I already,
But and also too, that's where he making money at. Where he gonna make a scene in that environment. They're like, bro, why you like?
Yeah,
why
that's
you
true.
bro?
Go in there
because
crying.
like, over a chick. Like, bro, you messing up this money and making this energy over a chick.
He said, go in there crying.
Yeah. Go in there like, hey, bitch, what you doing? Like, I don't want you no more. Like, fuck out of here. Like,
so he just
I don't want everybody.
So how long did it from when it started to where it ended? Like how long?
Yeah, how long you let it ride?
Yeah.
Like,
it wasn't that long. It was like maybe a week or two.
Oh, okay,
like,
okay.
Before things got rocky, and then you know when things are just kind of like.
So my dad had to suck it up for 14 days, like.
And bought her whatever she wanted. To where he asked her, what you want for your birthday? Let me know. Give me a list. Mm-hmm. Boom. Got everything you want. Dropped her ass up. Boom. Blocked her. Whoa.
Bye.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah, like she was on the phone, didn't even have time to like turn around and say
it turned green. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well.
Hello? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. So now she got this shit, like she can't throw it away. Like, bro, you throw it away, you're a dumb bitch. Like, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta suck it up. Like,
no, she was mad. She didn't even open it for a week. I got a text a week later on, like something else. She was like, yo, I just opened that shit. Like, you the nicest dude ever, bro. Like, she opened it when she was mad and shit too, like about something else. I was like, yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. You know
damn.
what I mean?
Okay. Dab a D.
Bro. And it's like, I've let women, like, do that to me. It's like, and I always wound up losing it. And that's how come I told you, in the end, it's cheaper for me.
Just
and
my pussy?
not like even monetarily, but it's like, yo, when I let myself get emotionally involved with a woman and I let her have that control with me, bro, I ain't able to think and make money, freely, because, like, I'm able to, make my income potential is unlimited in my mind because I'm so free, to create and, think about different things. I don't have to worry about, like, some girl. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because that's added stress on you.
Yeah.
So it's like, I told you, I ain't never gonna give a girl that power over my mind, because it's like, if I'm over there thinking like, yo, is she being loyal? Is she doing this? That's affecting me. I'm making less money off rip because of it.
But I ain't gonna lie, man. Once you had a female be unfaithful one time, well, I had a few females that was, like, you learn how to accept it. Like, damn, like, alright, she can't get unfucked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so you just like, okay, I took that. How I'm gonna go bounce back? am I gonna let it affect my mental? Like, fuck it, I ain't take the bit serious anyway.
Yeah.
Or am I just gonna be like, fuck it. That's part of life. I ain't even gonna be mad at dude. Now, if you know the dude, it's gonna make shit awkward. Like,
yeah.
Honestly, though, 9 times out of 10, I ain't that mad at the dude. I would
even if you knew him,
I would buy him a beer or buy him dinner because you prove something to me about her that I wouldn't have known otherwise. You know what I mean?
That's a great way to look at things.
That is exactly how I look at it.
Hey,
you know,
you think that, yeah, that was some real Boy Scout.
That was some deep shit.
Right.
You know, this is how come I'm gonna be getting in fights. You know, I'm gonna be like getting in these confrontations and shit. You know that like, yo, you know what I mean? Dudes, there's one thing about protecting your girl, but at the same time, at a certain point, if you see her, you know, entertaining it, it's like, yo, you loyal to me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, homeboy might be my homeboy or whatever, but we just homeboy. I'm not fucking you. I'm fucking her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're loyal to me. So it's like, why am I gonna get mad, dude? I'm a thank dude. At the end of the day, you help me out. You know, I ain't gotta wonder. You know, because in my mind, when I'm with the girl, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for that one thing. And when you show it to me, it's like, all right, I'm good on you.
Yeah, you're waiting for it.
Yeah, you know.
So do you think with the cannabis bills coming up in 2024, I believe it's going back on the market.
Yeah, it should be back on the bill by then.
Do you think it's going to pass this time?
The recreational Florida? Yeah. No. As much as I want to say yes, as much as I'd like to think that it would be cool, medical cannabis in Florida is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and there's too many big players that have paid to play, and by going recreational, it would just make all the millions of dollars. Because think about it, them cannabis licenses are not just 1 million, not 2 million, it's multi-million dollars just for the license to be able to operate in Florida. So,
and they only gave out a certain amount of.
Exactly, you know, almost like a lottery. So either you were pulled in that drawing, or now you got to pay one of them people millions of dollars for their license to be able to operate. So
who's one of the bigger names you know that's playing in the medical field?
The biggest that most people are most familiar with is Trulieve, because they started out of Florida and they're kind of, you know, national at this point. Trulieve is based out of Florida, and I know they're big in Florida. I'm not a fan of Trulieve. From the grower perspective, I've seen some concerning things coming out of those grows, and I'm just like, wow. Yeah, bro. It's like, you know how they be having like the like super bottom of the barrel deals, you know, with like the ground up stuff with like the small nugs or whatever. Like, that stuff is that price for a reason, yo. Like, because it's just that bad. You know what I mean? Like, because think about them pack prices coming out of Cali, you know, or, you know, what you pay for, you know, a decent 3.5, whether it's packaged from West Coast or not. It ain't no like $20 for a 7. You know what I mean? It's not.
So what's one that you are a fan of?
Dispensary in Florida?
Yeah.
Surterra is one that I found that their stuff is decent. They have a couple of locations.
Okay.
What else? I really, even though I have my medical card, I don't really use my medical card that much, which is, I've actually started using it more since I renewed my prescription because of everything that's going on with my case.
Okay.
Because I went and got my prescription raised for when I go to the dispensaries because of my charges. Yeah. Because I got charged with intent to sell. Oh, that's alright. I got 3 out of the 5 charges dropped. I'll talk about anything, you know. I mean, I'm an open book because at the end of the day, anybody could Google my name and they're gonna pop up at the end of the day. So like, I'd rather come out my mouth than you read the black and white and make your own interpretations at the end of the day. At least I could tell you what was going on. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, thankfully, prosecutors dropped 3 out of the 5 charges. I was charged with intent to sell over 28 grams. So I had a medical card. I was like, all right, this should be easy to take care of. I go to my doctor. I'm like, listen, lady, I need you to write me a prescription to where I can have more than an ounce on me. And she looked, she's like, baby, you ain't never bought flour from a dispensary ever, because I don't smoke weed. I only smoke dabs. So it's like, why are you asking me to raise your prescription when you ain't never smoked any of it ever? And yeah.
You didn't tell her you had a charge?
I did tell her about the charge.
And she still wrote it?
That's why she wrote it. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, there was no reason to up the prescription other than for me to be able to show that I'm allowed to have that much on me, whether I was intending to sell it or not. So the only 2 charges they did keep on me is intent to sell and drug paraphernalia, but I've beat a drug paraphernalia.
I miss that damn that gravity bomb, man.
I'm hoping I get it back. As long as the paraphernalia charge goes away, which it should. Like I said, I've gotten rid of that charge in Orange County without a lawyer, without a medical card. You know what I mean? Now, mind you, I didn't have as much on me as when they caught me in Lake County, but I feel like I have a medical card. Most things are covered under drug paraphernalia. Not like I had a crack pipe. I might have had a weed pipe, but you know, within the legal scope of the law. I like to think.
Crazy. Okay, so that's dope, man. So so what are some things you are into though?
In terms of car, sex, money, and weed,
The car world.
Yeah.
Yeah, the car world is a huge world. He put me on to he took me to a couple meets and different things and introduced me to a few people. Man, I've seen like, okay, this car world is a big situation that's going on in the city. So like if you had one of your dream cars and you had a race, like what's a dream car or a car that you would like to build up?
I like exotic cars. I think first one off rib would just be, like a Lambo Aventador, the scissor doors, all of that. That seems like the most direct.
Okay.
If I want to go cheaper, maybe a McLaren, something like that.
Yeah.
I seen one of them at the gas station on Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cars are made like shit. What about you?
Dream car. I always had a thing for Bentleys.
Really?
I don't know. I like Bentleys. Like the look. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of vibe. I like the like that white on white type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Some shit you'll see at the Millennium Mall and the valet came out from like the PF chain. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
the white on white
Capitol Grill.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like a vibe like that. What about you, JK?
My dream car?
Yeah.
Well, I always wanted a Corvette Stingray.
Okay.
I don't know why.
The new ones?
I don't know if it I haven't seen the newer model. It's just I seen Hulk Hogan in one, and I'm just like, damn.
Yeah.
I want one. Like
that part.
It was you know how wrestling was.
Yeah, facts.
Back in the day. If you was into that type of shit, it was.
I was a huge wrestling fan.
So I could see shit. I thought he was like a boss when I seen him in that shit. Like damn.
Yeah.
That white man just stunned. And then the porn tape came out, and I'm like, oh.
Hey,
hold on, what the fuck? You talking about back in the day?
You didn't hear about that?
Of course, you know what I'm saying? When he was hitting his homeboy.
Yeah. His homeboy let him.
He was like into that. He was into that.
That killed his career. No, that did. It did.
The reason why he didn't kill his career because Hulk Hogan was already iconic. He's iconic. Like it's like he's been, you know what I'm saying, to where even if certain people haven't even like been following Hulk Hogan in the last 20 years,
But I think
15
he canceled
years.
his show though. He had a show.
Yeah, like with vibes like that, it messed him up on like different corporations, little gigs. But I'm talking about his career, like.
And I heard
that's
his
all.
homeboy got.
I'd like to think that was half of his career.
Well, no, I'm saying until like.
Cause before then, like that sex, like promoting sex, like how today, like you could get away with, like nudes here, porn flick here, whatever.
Yo, OnlyFans, it was like.
Seen the guy from No Jumper start doing porn?
Adam 22.
Yeah, I didn't see it. He talks about it.
Yeah, I seen the thing.
I believe it. Like, so I'm just, cause he be having porno, porn stars on his shit.
Because I like how he made the situation No Jumper. He made it to where it's like it's a real platform to where they had different shows. They had different people, different personalities. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's huge in California. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that's like second nature in there. Well, females, okay, I'm gonna be a porn star, or I'm gonna be this. You know what I'm saying? But now, okay, cool.
Then what if somebody say he's being a culture vulture? Because he got a whole bunch of game bangers and shit on his shit.
I feel like no. I feel like
no, he's not a culture vulture.
I
just say.
But the reason I'll say no is just because for the fact how times change to where.
Progressive.
It used to be like, oh, you're a culture vulture, you're not black, and you're doing this. You're like, nah. But now how things change so much, you're like, okay, with Drew and Film is a culture vulture. You know what I'm saying? And
like, because he's white?
I don't think they are. Like,
but no, I'm saying how times, like, it's
no,
I'm saying culture vulture as to like how times change to where I feel like what he's doing is kind of like expanding the culture in different kind of ways because now this is in a whole media world. Tip, you know what I'm saying? To where now he's not rapping, you know what I'm saying? He's not, you know what I mean? He's doing a whole nother tip of, I feel that's added on to the culture. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't feel like he's trying to like appropriate it as his own. I feel like he's respectful in the sense of what he's doing. Of where he's just coming in and doing his own thing, just with different people.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't be mad at that.
No, I think it's dope. As other people. I know I'm subscribed to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm definitely subscribed to No Jumper. For sure. So what's that one topic you want to talk about? We were just talking about that. Oh, with Dolph homie, the Grove guy. And Lil Miko. So you feel like adding to that was like you know what I'm saying?
He had an opportunity. He did something. You at the airport, like what you how much of some shit you want him to do?
Yeah. No, I'm kind of with that. It's
like bro,
what are you really gonna do?
Exactly.
How long do you really have?
You want me to beat him up with his luggage bag or something? Like, bro, like. I caught his ass. I wanted to record his ass. I punked his ass out. I got out of there. Job well done. And it was recorded. Now, if I caught him in the hood, I probably could have spit on him, up the fire on him, do some shit, do some gangster shit. Probably stripped him butt naked, like fuck nigga walk. But that's the hood. I caught him at the airport. Relax. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say situation though. It's like because you gonna fuck around and have your own shit.
Exactly. You try to beat a nigga ass in the airport, then you got police, TSA, whatever.
Disorderly
conduct. Now you banned.
You ain't never better fly.
Now that's clout chasing. That'll be clout chasing.
Say, damn, bro, I can't, bro. I'll meet you there. Well, I gotta drive. What? Yeah, man. You know shit. You know how.
And by TSA, not worth it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah. He did what he did. I appreciate it.
You say you appreciate it.
Could. But do you think it's better to do nothing?
No, he caught his ass lacking. He caught his ass lacking. And he said like that's the thing. He caught him lacking.
Do you feel like that? Well, I can't say fuel to the fire because that shit's already fiery. You know what I'm saying? But do you think that was like adding to what? Like, what do you feel like that proved?
What they did that?
Yeah.
They some hoes. Oh shit, it's recording.
Yeah.
But But it just it proved nothing.
Yeah.
Like tangible.
Yeah.
But they some hoes. Like shit, fuck it. Like if that's what he wanted to do, that's what he wanted to do. Like they ain't living they living for the moment. They're not living for longevity.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing with beef. I think I was talking to my dogs I think yesterday, and I was saying like there's certain beefs you outgrow. You know what I'm saying? Like 70, like that's what these jits. Like granted, I don't condone violence. You know, I don't really like solve it in the streets, but I understand why it's the youth that's crashing out. It's not 30 and 40-year-old men like, oh, I caught that fuck nigga at Walmart beating his ass. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
and if you are, you should be grown past that.
Exactly.
Like that's somebody who
the
just
jits,
never
they
matured.
react, boom, boom, boom.
I think
it
that's
is what
in
it
part
is.
because of social media as well. You know, I feel like social media is ruining the young mind earlier. You know, and giving them a false sense of like reality.
Yeah.
You know, life is more of a game. Life is more like GTA and some of these young kids' mind. You know, like I'm seeing so many more like just pointless ass shootings. You know, shit like that. You know, like I seen something pop up before I came here. When I woke up, I texted you, yo, I'm on my way, bruh. I seen a motherfucker in the drive-thru at KFC. The motherfucker over the speaker said, "Hey, yo, we're at a corner." The motherfucker drove up to the window and shot that
Where you saw it?
I ain't
I thought you was there. I'm like, yo.
They got shot over corn, bro. It's like, I'm just over here like, hey, yo, that's the dumbest shit you could ever shoot a motherfucker over. Because the motherfucker at KFC told you ain't got, like, it's not even that nigga's fault, and you just wanted to spray it.
Yo.
Bro. Like,
Yo. Bruh.
I was just thinking, like,
so
yo,
somebody got shot over
generation
corn?
is just doing this dumbass shit, bro.
How old was the person who shot him?
Honestly, I didn't take the time to look at it. I was just like, yo, I'm kind of done with humanity, right? Because I really do think it's in Florida.
It was in Florida?
I think it was a Florida thing.
I wanted that.
Like,
if
I
I had
think
to guess, I
WFT
would.
Let me check that shit.
That definitely sound like some Florida.
Let me check that shit.
That sound like some Florida vibes right there.
Corn, is it corn, KFC corn shooting?
KFC corn
bro.
shooting. That sounds wild.
I gotta find this.
Hold up, please don't tell me it's Florida.
I can't imagine getting shot.
Bro, let's see if it's Florida. Okay, I see it. St. Louis.
St. Louis. Okay.
Yeah, St. Louis.
Okay.
What is going on in St. Louis?
Oh, yeah, St.
They
Louis.
are
You're
serious
crazy.
about their corn. Yo, you know what?
Okay.
There probably it's like
25-year-old. It was a 25-year-old who did it.
That's young. That's young.
25-year-old.
That's older than me, but that's still young.
Yeah.
That's right at that point.
And you know, and the crazy thing is, even with that, I don't know if the person died or not. I ain't, of course, I didn't read about it, but
I want to know.
that's what it's gonna be known for. That KFC, cause you know they ain't closing down. Like, oh yeah, meet me at what's what KFC? The one nigga got shot at before the corn. He like, bro, he's like, oh my aunt, bro. That bitch gonna keep booming. They are not finna close
So what
down.
you think it was a leg shot? Like what you think he got
He
shot?
probably got shot.
Bro, I bet he got shot in the chest.
Yeah,
Think about it. You
in
in
the
a car
drive-thru.
in a drive-thru.
Had to
You
be
had to got shot
you know,
like in the chest.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
That boy turned. Yeah, hopefully.
Why you think? So he just up? Like Bird just
It's
came
probably,
to
it's
drive
probably
through.
words. It's probably
That's what
more.
I'm thinking. I think
It's probably more than that.
Yeah, it, like-
but it's the fact that
I
still,
wonder.
like, that's the top. Like, that's the
Yeah,
main-
he got shot for that. It was. Listen, bro. I feel like a lot of shit is for shock value. You feel me? Like, bro, KFC shooting over the corn.
It's probably like, hey.
And then it'd be like, it started like, yo, bro, can I get some corn? Hey, we don't got none.
or
So you guys don't have no corn? Bro, the fuck? Nigga, we don't got none.
what KFC ain't got no corn?
Hey, bro, come outside. He come outside. Yeah, bro, we don't got no
No,
bow.
no. You know, you gotta keep adding. You gotta
Nah,
keep
that's
adding.
what
on.
happened,
And
bro.
then it went to the point to what KFC ain't got no corn. Bro, you can't just go in the slide, bro.
Hey.
You ain't gotta order no food. Bro, I'm gonna get my food regardless. Man, I'm not taking your order. Blah, blah, man, nigga, shoot. Oh, damn. But it started from corn.
And you know St. Louis, they with the shits, bro.
And you gotta remember,
Apparently.
remember this what the victim saying too. The victim is gonna say it's over corn. I don't think the dude who shot him started that. Hey man, it was over corn, man. I was tripping. Like, you already know you messed up because bro, you on camera and everything. Like, bro, I'm really finna go to prison, bro. over me, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get some corn, bro. It's a KFC. Like, they probably the Popeyes around the corner or something. You know what I mean?
That's crazy to me. It's probably canned corn too is the problem. Like, that bitch ain't even fresh. Like, I understand if you shoot somebody over like a fresh corn cob or something. Like, nah, wilding out, bro.
Like at churches, they say, "Yo, we don't got no corn." Wait, what you mean, bro? Ain't no more corn, bro. So y'all don't got nothing in the back. Y'all can just warm it up real quick. Nah. Fuck you mean, nah?
And bro probably was just about to get off work too, so he probably hurry rushing and stuff. So he probably legit probably.
It's 25, like what the.
Imagine being a grown ass.
He was trigger happy. He got that probably. He probably got that fire. He been waiting up.
And that ain't the first
so
time.
Words had to
if
be
you gonna shoot somebody over corn, you definitely shooting over anything. Bro, cut me off the road. Bro, he had my money. Bro, or my lady. But who you looking at, bitch? That is. Yeah, I bet if they look up or, you know what I'm saying, they definitely had some more shootings.
I'll say St. Louis, but it's one of them shit. It's like Philly.
Yeah. Oh, okay, boom. So one of the things I was looking at, I was talking with dude, I was like, bro, how fast the city is growing. In one weekend, you had Burna Boy here, you had Sean Paul here. You had Finesse 2 times here. You had the Smack rap battle here. You had, of course, the normal stuff like the Magic games and everything else. But like, how much stuff is going on in the city, activity-wise?
Bro, the city really popping off, honestly. Like, in all aspects, bro. Like, there's a lot of money coming into Orlando, especially over the next couple of years.
It's coming in, but it's also going out.
You think so?
Yeah.
What do you mean going out?
Yeah.
People get in the bag. People spend in the bag. People get in the bag. It's like legalized money laundering.
Well,
I feel like more.
No, I'm saying it's coming in, and now of course people spending money, different thing like that. But it's not. Now this is a different thing too. Who's spending the money? Now we talking about different things. Okay, yes, we know in the black community, how fast that gets out. But I'm talking about adding to the type of money that's coming in. It ain't really like the black dot.
Oh, and to the city?
Yeah, to the city.
Yeah, the money's coming to the city, but who's reaping the resources from the city?
Certain people.
And what are they
using? Real estate.
And what are they using with the money? Now
you gotta understand. We're talking about different things.
See, Dapper D, he may get a 40 band play, right? Mm-hmm. What is he spending that 40 bands on? Is he going to Finesse 2 times, or Sean Paul, or Burna Boy, or the Smack rap?
No.
Okay, what are you doing with that 40 bands?
He's investing. He said it.
Shit. The average person who just get that 40 band play, like, let's say Bob or TJ.
I'm saying, what color is TJ?
You know what TJ is.
Okay.
But you got TJ,
right? I know some white TJ.
Yeah, whatever. You know
TJ Watt.
You know a Terry. You know a Terry Jenkins.
No, I know TJ Watt.
Okay, cool. But we have.
I say KJ.
All right, we have a TJ, right?
I know some
or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He get a 40 band play. He's in real estate. Because real estate is the next thing. Real estate taxes, whatever.
Yeah, facts.
Who whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He get a 40 band play.
Mm-hmm.
What is he spending them 40 bands on?
The Gucci shoes, bust down watch.
He's going to Finesse 2 times.
Yeah.
And Burna Boy and Smack Rap and Sean Paul or whatever, like, cause he see like, oh man, I gotta be fitted up to go. I'm like, I'm gonna go hang with Dapper D. I'm finna go get high off of wax, and chill and talk about
stars.
How I'ma flip this. Nah, I ain't talking about stars.
No, I'm talking about him. He's like, I ain't talking about stars.
Cause he when he
I'm saying,
I'm
saying if you're going into like
the
world,
even
but his vibe, if he's over there smoking wax, you know what I'm saying, looking at the stars with some vibes, you can't go in his world and say,
like, bro, I just hit. I got this 40 band play out this house, bro. How can I invest it? Like, how can I make more money on it, whatever? Or how can I do something, lucrative with the plan?
So I'm saying. So let's say
like Dapper D,
let's
like
say somebody coming to you say, look, I got a 40 band situation. Where would you recommend them to put that money or some of the money
You know, that's actually an interesting question because I'm actually like coming up on a very similar scenario in my life right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, because I got one of my properties selling, so it's like I'm getting around that much. So it's like what I would do, because I'm gonna tell you exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a house. I'm gonna rent that bitch out. First of all, if you do not have a house and you have that much money, bro, you need to do whatever it takes to get yourself a house.
You saw how they killed her?
How they kill her?
Jit put his bro, that's so fucking.
They show how she died.
Bro, yes, bro. I'm gonna find it, but like I was gonna show you it, but they took it off TikTok. That's how quick they took that bitch off. So
what happened?
3 niggas ran up on her.
You know the dude. You okay? You know
I thought we were talking about corn.
No. You know the dude. You know the Lotto that.
Okay, the shooters. That.
Yeah.
Okay.
How his daughter got killed, but like that shit, like
they
that's
reported
the scene.
So they were like,
the scene.
Them boys got masks on. You know they ain't dumb. So they record killing her.
Bless you.
So they record how she died. Jit had his foot on her neck. The other nigga beating the shit, like this is a dyke, beating the shit out of her. You hear her crying and shit, like she sound like a straight girl in this, like no dyke shit. Sound like a girl crying for help, some shit like that. Jit beat the fuck out of her. And then he said, "Remember that song that you made by my homeboy? Niggas dumb as fuck. You're not supposed to see your homeboy. So if you gonna commit murder,
Or even your voice.
So it didn't have nothing to do with the dog.
Voice recognition.
Bro.
Your phone.
So it had nothing to do with dog.
So the
your
dog
phone's
shit
pinging.
was connected to it. So Dolph died first.
Yeah.
Then the homeboy trying to get back at the niggas that killed Dolph.
Yeah.
Right? He went there, got his ass whacked.
Oh no.
Dumbass nigga. You never go to a place by yourself. No matter how angry you is. So the nigga went there by himself. They whacked this shit up. You know, he get whacked. You know, they see a car come by. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that.
Whack that shit. So this nigga did.
Oh, the white Mercedes. The white Mercedes.
Oh, that somebody got killed.
Yeah. Don't whack that nigga. So that nigga get whacked. So, you know, she part of their group. She make a song. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was fire.
But she made a song about niggas from Jacksonville though.
No. She made that song about them AFK niggas. That was in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
This was something different.
Oh, so
made a diss track by these niggas
in Memphis.
Yes. Her
What?
Dumb motherfucker should have kept her mouth closed.
So that's not the Memphis niggas. So that the video you about to show me.
This is the Memphis niggas. I gotta find it.
But that video got taken down.
Yeah, they got taken down quick as fuck.
Damn.
Yes,
they recorded it.
Nigga had his foot like right here, holding her neck like bro. Like,
after he shot her.
Yes, bro.
So they only.
Bro, so he hold his foot on her neck. Other Jit playing a song like this had the thing close, and then he was like, "This for my dead niggas," and it just blew her shit. And I'm like, "Oh my god, that's some next level shit, bro." Like just literally sit there.
Play the record,
bro. That's some next level shit, bro.
Play the record. Wow. Wow.
What we talking about?
That's some next level shit.
Man, that CMGP, all right.
That's why I was saying I don't think that was.
It was probably
just the.
That's the one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's ATK.
No, this is the ATK thing, but they're saying it's all connected. The ATK thing is connected to it.
To Memphis?
Bro, that's crazy. I never knew that shit was connected. So that shit was connected to it. But she died from the Memphis niggas. The Memphis niggas got.
But they trying to connect it to the.
It's connected to the whole AFK thing. So she made 2 diss tracks. They didn't know. She made one to AFK, and she made one to Memphis niggas about that nigga that died, that got shot up. Cause you know the nigga that he went to go kill, one of the killers, it's her brother. The fuck? Yeah, it's her brother. So Jit now.
That family.
Yeah, bro. Jit,
So the
daddy tried to talk. Wow, that's crazy.
So now the brother talking about, bro, we going to war. He was like, bro, now you done kill my sister. Like my dad going, like we going to war.
Who they going to war with?
Bro, that shit, it's a whole story. Bro.
Wait, so the dad's with CMG side, right? Cause they killed Dog.
Bro, I don't know a lot about.
We'll talk about that.
Memphis beefs is like, man.
But honestly, you know the crazy thing is, I don't feel like Memphis beefs is any different from like Detroit beefs or New York beefs. It is.
We just know the story.
It just know the storyline because certain people like more known or certain things. In certain cities, even St. Louis, like in certain cities, it's sad, but that happens like every day, especially in our community. You don't hear about that in the other communities. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't really hear about that. Like, and they be certain corporations really don't like the other corporation. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, man, they ain't shooting up their offices and stuff. Like that's not wild. Yeah. And they really might have lost money.
Gee.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, nah. So real estate, cars, women. What else you want the people to know about you?
About me?
Yeah.
I'd like to think that I'm a good influence in the community. Mm-hmm. But, outside of that, I think it's...
Because you do a lot of stuff for the community as well. The, what you did, what was it, Thanksgiving? What you did when you giving back? Now it was Christmas.
I ain't done that in a minute. I actually...
Oh, no. It was when you was feeding the homeless downtown.
Yeah. I want to get that the end of the year coming up quick.
Yeah.
Normally I do one a year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I hit my mark for this year of getting one done. But, I like to do feed the homeless events downtown. Mm-hmm. I did one back during the pandemic. That's where I started doing it. When the pandemic first hit, I was like, yo, nobody going to work right now. Mm-hmm. And I know as a homeless person, I know everybody else was sitting inside. We were like, damn, it sucks to be inside, but then people are outside, nothing to do, and now the people that they be asking for money and shit ain't even going to work right now. So it's I seen the need. So I had some connections in the car community. I just started reaching out to people. I started putting together, I got some donations from Wawa, from Moe's, a lot of different organizations. I got my parents' real estate company to donate some things towards. Mm-hmm. So what we did is, for that event, we made little bags, with some toiletries, socks, food, things that, a homeless person would need, just basic necessities. We made about, I think, over 250 of those bags. And then we had food catered from Taco China off of Mills in Orlando. They donated over 100 meals. So we were able to feed each individual a hot meal. We were able to, give up water, chips and salsa, things like that from Moe's. We were able to give back to over, 100 of the homeless community in Orlando.
But that's a blessing. That's a blessing. And I know for a fact they definitely appreciated it.
100%, and I try and do something like that every year. Last year, I just wanted to get people together and to do it, it's as simple as, each of us throwing together, $10 each. What are we going to spend $10 on? Coffee, McDonald's, something like that. So it's we each throw up $10 and we just go get a couple pizzas and just, hand out slices downtown,
That's real.
And it's then people remember that. There's a couple homeless people, they recognize me from when I did that. I wound up feeding some people, multiple times because, it's the same people downtown, honestly, they're stuck there at the end of the day, whether or not they get picked up one night, they're going to be back there the next week or whatever. So I think it's important to,
what you chuckling about?
Instagram gossip.
Well, we in the middle of a interview.
Yeah, I was doing some research.
Oh, okay. That's respectable. That's respectable. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's real. You got anything you want to add? You kind of been quiet a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Interaction. This thing.
No,
he's a real. You know what I'm saying? Journalist. You know what I'm saying?
Watch the interview.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you was dropping some jewels. You
have been dropping some jewels.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, I just thought you was just a dabbing weed head.
Nah, everybody thinks
so I'm just like, damn, this nigga come talking no shit, but you talking some real shit. Yeah. And you have different facets to where you're not just singular. you know, you're multi-dimensional. You understand.
I like to think so.
There's
I'm
different.
pretty
Like, you talked
well-rounded.
about like stars and fucking bitches, real estate, cars.
Boy
You
Scout.
know, you was a Boy Scout. You know, the
You built
influence.
you built the
diff-
garden.
You even gave
square
your
garden,
input on certain topics of like, you know, with rap and shit. So like you.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
I
And
get
young
around.
with it too. That's crazy. I definitely thought you was older.
Yeah, everybody think I'm at least like 25 or 26. Is like, cause
That's a good
I
thing.
hang
You
out
carry-
with people, you know,
carry
that are
yourself,
at least,
yeah.
26 or older. Because, like I said, people my age, who's looking at buying a house right now? People between the age of like 25 to 30. People my age are not looking at buying a house. They're not looking at, you know, most of them are just getting out of college, trying to find jobs. That's what most of my peers are doing right now, trying to find jobs. They're like $30,000-$40,000 in the red because they just got out of school. They're flat broke because it's like they ain't saved no money during that time because they probably weren't working. If they were, it was part time and they were just
Work finishing on focusing on school.
So it's like you said, what would you do with 40 bands?
Yeah.
It's like I'm over here 40 in the positive. No, like I mean I have like minor credit card debt, but it's like I'm not in student loans. I don't have medical bills. You know, I'm not significantly in debt. I'm in the green.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm more apted to be able to talk about more because of just the amount of people I interact with.
Yeah.
So going back to what we were talking about, a lot of people don't know this, and this is one thing I'm looking into right now, getting done. A lot of people don't know that you could get a multifamily home with the first time home buyers program, right? So an FHA loan, most people think you need to put down 20% on a house. On an FHA loan, which is the first time home buyers program, you only need to put down 3.5%. So that's like 4% total. So on like a $200,000 house, that's like $8,000 total, which sounds like a lot, but that's really not that much money.
Especially not. Yeah.
But see, me in my circumstance, I'm a veteran, so I get the
Exactly.
I forgot. Yeah.
So that's listen.
You ain't got to put nothing down.
Like my thing is
Got that
that's
VA.
why I like mess with females. Like you know, I don't have a female. I'm not like, you know, Dabber D said, like you're not in debt, minor credit cards or whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have student loans. But it's certain, you know, wriggle room when you get.
Do you think it was worth it?
For me,
the debt that you're in, do you think?
Yeah,
once
it ain't
you got
shit.
out of it,
It's not a lot.
not that whether it's manageable or not. Do you feel like the time invested versus the debt that you're in was worth the value that you got out of it?
Yes, because at that time I was also battling a drug addiction.
So you think that kept you stable enough to be able to...
I was in school.
It gave you something to, work towards.
Because if let's say, because I felt like I'm fresh out the Air Force, already like fucked up and they on the dope and whatever. So if I was just another dude, like, okay, let me hang out with my homeboys or whatnot, or, you know, just out here, because I had a car.
Yeah.
Really, you know, back in like 2000, I came back late 2012, 2013. Back in the time, all you needed was some wheels.
How long you was?
6 years. I was away for like a year.
Could you hear my phone?
Oh. So
Thank you, sir. Were you
like,
sit on the
around like no, I ain't even drunk. So around that time, like all you really need was some wheels and, you know, part-time job, whatever, some money.
Right.
And
You
you
need a whole lot. It ain't like right now.
could
You
buy.
could survive off the dollar menu. You know, you could get by. Insurance wasn't a whole lot. You know?
If I wasn't like in school and shit, like accumulating that debt, I probably would have been in the streets, and Lord knows where I would have been at. So for me personally, you know.
So you don't think you would have found anything else? It gave you something to at least, you know, work on and at least. Okay, I see that.
Cause I made the most of it. You got some folks that like they go through certain shit and they look at it like, how did I get here?
Yeah, they blame
like,
the
damn.
world.
I'm like, bro, what the fuck? You know what the fuck was going on?
Right, like you know what you were doing while you were doing that, and how you ended up in this situation.
Exactly.
Like, why are you?
So you got a degree you don't want, looking for a job you don't want to be in, and you got all this. They're like, damn, what the fuck? I gotta be a fucking obstetrician. Fuck, what the fuck? I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, that's what you would be? Nah, but I got a degree in it. Like, oh, bro, you fuck. Like,
Right, yeah. That is one thing for me that I was like, I want to go down a path and then like either be halfway down that path and be like, fuck, this is not where I want to be, or finish it and then be like, yo, I just spent all this time, all this money, and I still don't want to be here right now.
Yeah.
That was probably my biggest fear with going to college. Because, like, don't get me wrong, would I like to have a piece of paper to say that I'm quote unquote educated? Yeah. Do I need one?
no.
Definitely not. You know, I feel like I'm smart enough within myself that if I can't figure it out, I'm hustle it until I figure it out type of shit. You know what I mean? Which is kind of what I've been doing. You know?
Or you have people that is smart enough or have the credentials or piece of paper.
Right, to be able to pay them to do it.
Yeah, facts.
I think it's pretty much that. Just not faking it till you make it, but it's just getting along until you get to that point, you know? Because it's like, I think that's the biggest thing too. If you can get to a point where you got people working for you, you just unlocked a new income potential. And I tell you that because, like I said, it's a mentality thing. The less you got on your plate to do, the more you can focus on doing other shit.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Well, yeah. You got anything else to say, JK?
No, I'm good.
Okay. And that's another episode of the High Standards. You brought Afro Chapman.
JK the interviewer.
It was cool being on here, y'all. Catch y'all soon. It's your boy Dabber D.
Oh.
If you need some wax in the city or a house or solar or custom swimming pools or bond, I do all those things.
Yeah.
All those things.
That part. Where can they find you at on social media?
Most direct way is gonna be at Humble Society FL, like Florida FL, on Instagram. Just shoot me a follow, DM me. You know, I'm available 24/7.
Yeah. And we out.
We gone.
D. Hey, that was a really good, really good one, bro. Can't lie, you definitely dropping on.
I have fun with it. I wish fucking Melina